sitting there like, man, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Ask Mathis. I'm your host, Reggie Mathis, and rock with me is my brother, Wildman Teddy T, a.k.a. Baron Theo Mound-builder.
What's happening, brother?
Man, breaking news. After 19 seasons in the NFL, the longest tenured coach, only coach that I'm aware of never to have a losing record, Mike Tomlin, the brother, is out of there.
That 30-6 whooping just
not only that, they haven't won a playoff game. I think like since 2016. They done been one and done
every time.
Bro, imagine being a fan. And you know, Pittsburgh, I think, would you say Pittsburgh number one, Green Bay number two, or would you say Green Bay number one, Pittsburgh number two? One of those franchises, as far as traveling, they fans go everywhere. You got more Pittsburgh, like Snoop Dogg,
right?
Still a fan.
Yep.
You know, the regional vice president of our fraternity, Matthew Bradford, still a fan. Like people you don't even associate for whatever reason.
We grew up, either you're a Dallas fan or Pittsburgh.
Right. I take it back to that little electronic football game where the guy just running in circles.
Yeah.
You know,
vibration game.
My homie liked Pittsburgh. You know, like I never liked Lynn Swan. I never liked John Stallworth. I never liked Terry Bradshaw. I never liked Franco Harris. I was a Roger Staubach, Danny White, Randy White, Ed Too Tall Jones, Drew Pearson, who getting screwed, by the way.
Yes.
I don't know why this man ain't make that Hall of Fame, but anyway.
I like Dallas, but I just like Pittsburgh better.
Oh, so you was a...
I just liked Pittsburgh. It was like, the Commodores, Earth, Wind, and Fire was the same thing. You like the Commodores, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I like both of them.
I did too.
I didn't know they had a little rivalry.
Yeah, it was like, that's how it was with us. And that was the same way with these guys. Pittsburgh, like in the 80s, woo.
So Pittsburgh Steelers, bro, have only had 3 coaches since 1969.
That's good. Well, that's the owners. The owners do that.
Yeah, the Rooneys.
The Rooneys.
Yeah, everybody know the Rooneys. They don't negotiate during the season. Like they honor your contract. This what it is. Like that's how we roll and whatnot. So I ain't mad at it, bruh. I want to say 3-4 weeks ago, bruh, the fans was calling for him, and they was like still in the hunt, still in the playoff hunt. And the fans was like, fire Mike Tomlin. They like booing him. I thought that was hella disrespectful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Cleveland won 4 games this year. I ain't hear nobody calling for Stefanski being out, even though he got fired. More of the commentators. But I think they say Stefanski's like a 2-time coach of the year. So folks was like, hey, that organization is shot. They had to go through all these different offense coordinators. So they, they was making all kind of excuses. But for Mike Tomlin, who been making the excuses for Tomlin in that he been putting guys in position without the talent. Like they haven't,
they're playing team ball.
Yeah,
real team ball.
Yeah, he's a players coach. He get those guys in there to come in and do things, believe in themselves or whatnot. When he tell them they could do it, and I guess, when Ben Roethlisberger leaving, he hadn't had a quarterback. And then, to give him Aaron Rodgers is not the same Aaron Rodgers
not like
from Green Bay. Right. I watched that game yesterday, and it hurt my heart. It hurt my heart because I knew the narrative. I knew that, all the commentators, like I watched, ESPN, like First Take.
All of them,
all those shows that come. And the one that got the country boys on there with the cowboy hats and all that, and they bring on Saturday, who used to play for the Colts.
Yep.
they've been calling for Tomlin to leave. They've been saying it's time.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, why they saying that? It ain't his fault.
But it ain't that his fault, but he's the one they're going to look at. You know what I'm saying? Because of the Steelers, they're a winning team. It's like the Lakers. If the Lakers lose, they're going to call to the coach. They're going to, because that's who's always been the rock of the team. Like the coach has always been the rock for Pittsburgh. And so if you can't sail that boat, you know, they went along with it this long already. You know, it really started happening a couple years ago.
I think you gotta probably, because they hired him when he was 34.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, you know, and the guy before that, the coach, was 34.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chuck Noll was 38. So Pittsburgh.
Who was before Tomlin?
Yo, Chuck Noll. No, the guy that they won the Super Bowl with, you know, with the killer jaw, the like Popeye jaw. What was the guy's name? Oh man, Serbiak, not Serbiak, but look him up right quick, man. But he hadn't coached again. He went on TV for a while or whatnot, but he's one of those guys, you know, that talk like real tough, like he Croatian or.
I'd like to see the Dolphins pick up Tomlin, and he can have an opportunity to be the coach that he wants to be. You know, that he can have players and then groom them.
He should go to Baltimore.
He could go to Baltimore because what's called already there.
They got a good defense. He's a defensive-minded coach.
He could do that.
Cause I mean I don't know, but you know, what folks are saying is, yeah, the guy right there, yeah, him.
I forgot this team.
Yeah.
Cower.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cower.
Yeah, Cower. So, you know, I mean, don't cry for me, Argentina. He got a job in the booth. You know, he's won the Super Bowl. You know, and like I said, he got that record.
How many did he win?
One.
He just won one?
One. He got one.
So we got coming in, it's Buffalo and Denver. And then you got New England and Houston.
Buffalo and Denver. And Denver.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go with Denver, bro. Denver has played the most consistent ball pretty much all season. Like, Denver and New England are the cream of the crop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Buffalo's the wild card.
Yeah.
Buffalo's the wild card in that I think Jeff Allen is the best player left. I think Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the best player left. The thing is, you know, looking at, you watched that game last night?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Josh Allen, he wouldn't have won that game.
No.
Josh Allen wouldn't. He wouldn't have won that game last night.
Texans are young and they are.
Them boys look hungry. They look hungry.
Yeah, because
they look fit.
They started off good, but then they started buckling in the middle, but then they came back strong. And I think now, you know, everything is good. Like, and you got Seattle, San Francisco and Seattle. That's crazy too. That's like the NFC. That's like a championship game.
I think Seattle's the better team, but and I would say with Kittle being out, I would get an edge of Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the quarterback, man, their quarterback is suspect. He's a great regular season guy, but I don't know if he's that dude for the. You know, for that, you got to get in there, man. You got to make some tough stuff. But, bruh, I saw a throw that Stroud made last night, bruh. And he had to follow through, bruh. I ain't never seen a dude. Look, bruh, I ain't never seen a dude throw a football and then do like this stuff.
No, because he knew it was that.
Like that.
He knew it was
like
that.
Swish. And, bruh, it went between three defenders, two in the front,
he dropped it
one behind, and dropped it right in there, bro. And Ed was back there holding his like that, bro. I said, "Whoa,
man!"
I said, "This dude been throwing like that. Why they ain't talking about that?"
Like, but that Buffalo and Jaguars game was dope.
That was a good game.
They went back and forth, and then 49ers, the Rams and Carolina. Oh my God.
How about I am undefeated this playoff season? I done got every game right.
Now
every game right. I got Chicago
Mm-hmm.
And when I say right, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the spread. I ain't talking about to win. I'm talking about the spread.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I took Chicago. I took Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina was getting like 10.5.
Mm.
I took Houston last night. I took Buffalo. I took who's the other NFC? Like I said, bro, I got everyone right so far. Cause I've been on it, man. So
The Bears are my sleeper.
Bears got a good defense, and Caleb. The thing about them, they always start slow.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be 2 scores up on them.
Mm-hmm.
Cause if you not 2 solid scores up on them,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna walk you down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of time. Well, it seems like it's just a matter of time, but he could end up being like Kyler Murray. I thought Kyler Murray had like, a high ceiling, but it looked like it's a wrap for him.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna reach this peak.
I think he right under Tua.
Mm-hmm.
I think he and we was talking about Tua's future the other day. They was talking about that. They was like nobody saw no future for him. They said maybe the backup for the Dolphins.
Maybe. I mean, he's at this point,
mean,
and that's for his protection.
What right. Maybe
Your
maybe
protection,
maybe
brother.
the backup for the Dolphins, man. So I sent you. I don't know if you just got it, Step, but I sent you this thing on Fitz. Yeah, this brother right here on Fitzpatrick. So we're gonna let this OG put it out there, man. This OG, man, to see whether or not we can do our part.
Right.
Because y'all already know. Yo, mix. Sundays at 11. They checking us out at Metro West, at TGK, at South Florida Reception. Pre-trial.
Yeah.
So shout out to the homies, man, and we focusing on y'all homies down south. This for the homies down south.
Yeah. What's really happening, man? It's your boy OG Gigavelli, real quick with an update on the Bryce Fitzgerald situation. I have received a lot of inbox, a lot of people saying that they know they know what happened and they know the person that did this, but the chain has not returned yet. I gave these young guys the opportunity to reach out to somebody, get the chain back to me, or what they do podcast, or get it back to the rightful owner if they could get it directly to him. Now, y'all know, I know Malachi, Tony, I'm connected with his family. We could get it to Malachi and we could get the chain back before this game. But I do want to thank everybody that was shared the post. The post did over 100,000 views and still growing. The outpour from the community, the love that we're showing, that we're not putting up with this. Now, I reached out to my peoples down south, a lot of the OGs, and I was like trying to get this thing resolved without the authorities. We're trying to keep this in-house, so we could work, because I want to reach out to the young brothers that did this.
So I think we can slow it down. We get y'all get the message. Y'all get the message, and he was doing a great job, but my recollection is he started saying some inappropriate, start saying the YNs and pronouncing the N's. So bottom line is, if y'all respect OG Gigavelli, who done put in work, they saying they not trying to get the authorities involved.
That's right.
They saying just get the chain back.
That's how it
they
should
want
be.
to get it. So Fitzgerald, for those of you who don't know, Fitzpatrick, Fitzpatrick plays for the U. Why he down? Well, should we get in it? He's down at a party.
He's
at an Airbnb.
Right.
Which seems like the whole, the recipe for
a long invasion.
Like
it's like, remember
they kill cornbread.
Remember,
like this is the recipe for like.
Remember Saturday Night Live? I mean, that was Saturday Night Live with Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier when they went to the party, and them came in. Sookie Slim came in and robbed the place, and he was like, never had so many, saw so few, and he said that again when he was with Kansas City Mac, and he was like, that's the dude who robbed the party, because they had the lottery ticket. They took his wallet, and the lottery ticket was on the inside. So that's what it reminded me of, because it was a whole party where everybody's kicking it. These dudes laid down the party.
Yeah, and it's like you got 1 week left. You know, only a few of these guys are gonna play on Sundays, right? A handful are gonna play on Sunday. So for the vast majority of these brothers, this is the biggest thing that's gonna happen to them.
Oh man,
professionally. You know, ain't talking about the birth and the death of whatever, but professionally, bro, you're not gonna have so many eyes on you. You're not gonna have, you know, you don't have to pay for no meals right now. You know, down south, all the little spots down south, where all you do is roll in and
they got you.
And they got you right now. Right? This is that time. So characters being revealed right now. So to be like, hey man, you know, it's college kids, man, you know, they gonna go down, they gonna hang out or whatever. But you gonna hit an Airbnb? Like, how long in today's society do you think you're gonna be at an Airbnb and one of these little ladies or one of these homies is not gonna be like, hey,
such and
such here, or gonna go on live, put their location,
see where they at
and whatnot, and then, you know, folks coming up in there, you know, laying them down. So the silver lining in this is that he wasn't hurt.
No.
But, you know, to be, you know what I mean, like at gunpoint, man, that has an effect on you. And so for cats out here, man, with that gunplay and out there taking, bro, it's cameras everywhere. It's like, it's almost impossible to get away with stuff, bro.
It's like that kid that got killed at the gas station the other day.
It's all like,
it's all on the camera.
All
they got the close-up camera. They was right there,
bruh,
the body with them.
They got everything. They got the dialogue. They got the conversation. Like even with the lady in Minnesota, bro. Like, and here's something I want to address, man, because we keep it 1,000. We keep it 1,000 on this show, bro. And all the folks, I'm upset about it, but I'm not surprised. And based on the current state of the law, there is a strong possibility that Buddy survives any attempt at prosecution.
Oh no, he's not. He's not.
Any attempt, Buddy.
He's
Buddy
a federal.
survives.
He's a federal.
I mean,
officer.
being a federal officer is not what makes him survive prosecution. What makes him, if he was a state officer, he would survive prosecution under qualified immunity. Under qualified immunity, if you are doing your job,
right?
If you are doing your job, and in the course and scope of doing your job, you meet resistance or interference, right? You don't have a panel,
right,
while you making a decision
right,
of like, hey, in her mind, she was just trying to get messing
away
with you guys,
right,
or she's just trying to get away. Like, no, if a person is doing their job,
told you to stop,
you can end up, bro. Like, man, you ain't have to do that.
But why didn't they? What about allowing the position to go to check on her? That the guy said, "I'm a doctor." I'm a doctor.
That's that right there is just one of those collateral issues. It's a collateral matter. Right. It's a collateral matter. The autopsy is going to, and it may come to play in some type of civil litigation, because the state of Minnesota, Minneapolis, and St. Paul have filed federal complaint against the government, trying to get ICE out there and trying to get an injunction saying that they just wreaking havoc on the city. They not helping. Like, all the shootings in Minneapolis, the mayor is claiming
it's them.
So y'all are 100% of the shootings.
And then they said that Trump just put out the the CBI. He put like 4 other agencies out there.
Yeah, they said, man,
besides ICE.
they doing a surge, you know, because he loving it. Especially when you got the guys in there basically crying uncle. Like, I watched the press conference yesterday, and Keith Ellison, first of all, he was the first Muslim American elected to Congress. But he left Congress and went to, he ran for the Attorney General, statewide position in Minnesota. So he was the Attorney General during George Floyd. So he's still there, and he's, you know, and he's the one that put together the prosecution of the former cop who killed George Floyd. So Keith Ellison is basically saying, you know, here are the things, and this is what we're trying to prove, et cetera, et cetera. It's messed up, but this is what I tell people. If you like fires, you are arsonist, what do you join? The fire department, right? If you a killer, if you got murder on your mind,
Police.
you become a police. You become a homicide detective. You become the police, and you know the rules. But I had a case down south where a guy had 5 bodies. A police officer had 5 bodies. 5. During COVID, that was one of the mobile parades that they had. They said, we going down there to, like, you know, Homestead, Florida City, Goulds or whatever, to protest that this guy is able to kill people and stay on the force. And stay on the force.
Gang related.
So I finally get a case with this detective, with this officer. So when I go there to take his deposition, bro, I'm thinking this dude is gonna be like, you know, a big racist, redneck type guy, whatever. Man, brother was so laid back, calm, but aware of the law. Aware of the law. And that's the thing, bro. If you got murder on your mind and you know the law, whatever, when you come down there, a guy could be sitting there, you know, tell me you haven't seen on the internet, or you may have seen it in person, Teddy, where police officers come out there and you got somebody that just snapping at the cop, just selling out the cop, right? And then you got people saying, man, just chill, just get away or whatever.
Right.
You just selling out the cop. And then like, man, why you messing with people? You always come down here messing with people. Well, man, would you get around that? Talking about, all right, dude, chill. You see, I'm talking to this person over here. And then the officer say something like, okay, you're impeding my investigation. Get back. Man, I don't got to go nowhere. I'm allowed to say, and then you step over to, the officer steps over to you, whatever, and gets in your personal space. And then you like, get from around me, man. Get from around me and start saying whatever. And then put their hand on the officer to get them out their personal space. That's a felony of the second degree. That's a felony in the second degree. Even when law enforcement is wrong, you may not touch them. You may not touch them, right? And that's the thing, bro. You know, I'm a former prosecutor. It's like, even when the cops are wrong, you cannot put your hands on them, right? You can resist an unlawful arrest. So if they coming in there and it's like, you know, disturbing the peace, you can say this, that, and all that other stuff, whatever, and they tell you to leave, and you say, man, I don't got to go nowhere. I'm in my rights to do this, whatever. And they come and they arrest you, right, and charge you with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. You got a chance to have both those charges dismissed if you find, if you file a motion to dismiss and it's determined by the judge that there was no disorderly conduct, meaning officers always say that dude was so boisterous that he caused the crowd to gather, and the officer feared for his safety based on whatever. If the judge finds that there was no disorderly conduct, then the resisting arrest without violence gets thrown out as well, because there was no underlying offense created. However, if you touch that officer, it moves from a misdemeanor with a chance to get it dismissed to a second-degree felony. So when you have law enforcement who know their rights and know the law, bruh, you are sitting duck out there when you decide, like me in high school, my homeboys would tell you, we used to have our encounters with the police, and they come and tell me, I had Miss McComb's street justice third period. That's what I told one of the cops, man, who laid us down on the beach. Mm-hmm. We out there doing our thing on the beach, and I was like, y'all ain't allowed to do that. I got street justice, Miss McComb's third period. It was like they still give me a little drama, shooting that out there, man. So we want y'all brothers, man, to stay alive right now and understand, like, the way of the past is over. It's over, bruh. Mm-hmm. It's over.
New game, new day.
It's a new day. It's a new game in town. Like, street violent crime, bruh, is a relic. Dinosaurs. It's like we saw last week talking about the judge was like, bruh, like, how old is you? Mm-hmm. You 44? Bruh, come on, man. Like, with all the cameras and all this stuff, bro, what you doing? You gotta change. So shout out to Renee Hartman. She becomes the first black woman elected senator in Iowa. So y'all see we got people everywhere. We got black folks everywhere. And folks is running. Folks are
what about these they was talking about they're getting the Supreme Court for Trump, the tariffs and the transgender.
So those cases. I heard a little bit of the transgender argument today. Personally, I am. If you was born a man, if you was born a boy, you could be out there with blonde hair, blue eyes, 38 double D cup, and a BBL.
Right.
But you gonna be on the boys basketball team if you can hoop.
That's it.
If you can hoop, that's where you got to make that team. You got to make that team. And unless, I mean, I think the emphasis is wrong. I think the emphasis is wrong. I think, instead of trying to get these boys on girls' teams, I think folks should be trying to get leagues together of trans.
I want that.
But I'm saying that's
want to be by themselves.
No, but that's what I'm saying, bro. That's I'm not unsympathetic to their plight and like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm way better than
But I feel like they can't say or be trans until after 18.
And see, I'm with that too.
You can't.
Like my
issue. You can't do all that at a young age.
Right,
that ain't
right. Okay, so Ted, it sounds like you're a Republican too.
I mean, that's just like social media. I feel like kids shouldn't be on social media till they're 16.
See,
it's just like driving.
I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm definitely with that, bro. Because the cyberbullying is out of control, man, bro. My 15-year-old be coming at me, bro, with stuff like Dad, and she said like aliens coming in like 3 hours. Like, what we doing? Like what we
it's
like
happening.
what we doing? I'm like, hold on, baby, hold on. Let me call them Ghostbusters. I got friends in high places. Hold on, let me get on the line, man. But I agree with you. Australia, you saw they was like, man,
I was so glad they did that. I said, hope that trickle.
Bro, and the biggest thing that's messing up our kids right now, TikTok, and in China, they can't even see where the thing come from. They can't even see what our kids are saying. What does that tell you? They already know that it's bad.
And they just banned OnlyFans now too. They said. I was like,
hey, I just discovered Reddit.
Oh
I just
man.
discovered Reddit,
God.
man. So I'm still, I'm
Reddit's
still,
borderline.
I'm still heading up. My
Right.
consumption is still headed up. I haven't,
You're more like headed down.
I haven't reached my peak yet.
Yeah, Reddit is
I haven't
intense.
reached my peak yet, but like what I'm getting better at with Reddit is the search. The key is this, because for me, I ain't trying to pay for nothing. I'm like free. That's why I was so hurt, when you can't go to Pornhub no more.
Man.
You can't go to none of them and just put in the free.
You got to put
in
in
the
license.
free.
You gotta get
I can't do none of that,
a
bro.
VPN.
Nah.
VPN.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Make your address in.
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, for the tech needs, for the tech folks, business as usual. But for me, I got a light tech footprint, coming in, bro. Like free black porn was my go-to search, and then bam, I was like, what we feeling today, and here we go, like so.
Well, now it's just.
So it was done.
Now it's just XXX.
Okay, I'm gonna check that
That's
out
what it
just
is
for
now.
educational purposes.
Yes.
But for but Reddit, on the other hand, what I've discovered, what I have discovered on Reddit is the search terms, my terms,
Right.
to put in,
Right.
these terms,
Hashtags.
and then, boom, it'll hit like the top 20, and then when that screen is blurred, then that's like, it looks like gonna be a winner, and then you click that one right there, and it's like, bum, more than what you expected. And then once you find that, then that's when you just go to the right. When you go to the right, then everything you got
right
about
there.
20.
Yeah, because the spiders pull everything up for you. Like
going to the right. So
looking
I'm
for
just
that.
saying. So I definitely feel you.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're finding stuff like that, but kids know even more.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh yeah.
and there's so much fake news. Like they had the other day, America Airlines is going out of business.
I mean, airlines for whatever reason have always been, supposedly operating at a loss, and that's why they rely on these subsidies, these federal subsidies, because imagine, just no airlines because they're not profitable. Like
Right.
it just, you know what I mean? You can't even imagine that.
Did you see after the New Year's how all the airlines had to cancel flights because nobody showed up to work the next day? There was a lot of cities that had the problem, but nobody showed up, so they had to cancel a lot of flights. Nobody showed up.
Definitely, man. So you were saying, argument took place today on the tariffs, which, the law that Trump is relying on is below, the courts below have all said like garbage. Like this is not a war. He doesn't have that power to go in and impose stuff without the input of Congress. To just base it on executive order. But we pretty much discussed the other thing that I heard as far as the trans gender argument, man, and I'm in favor of Montana and Wyoming and the plaintiffs who are basically saying like, no, it's about fairness. Like I heard one of the guys, one of the commentators, he's the attorney general for Montana. He was like, my daughter is. They said my daughter is 16 years old. She's 5'4" and 120 pounds. Right? You talking about a person born a male who's 6'1", 170 pounds.
Right.
Like, that's just not being fair. So I heard a little nuanced argument today, which is, but this is pre-puberty. So I heard an argument about if the child like was on drugs, the type of drugs to suppress hormones and what other stuff, or to change, you already on these type of drugs, and you're able to get them before puberty, then it should be different. I guess my mind is somewhat open. Like right now, I'm like a hard no. But my mind is somewhat open when you talk about fairness, that if a person is a transgender, and you just say, you know what, let's try to go and be super liberal for a second step. Let's try to be super liberal. Just for a second. I just want to see if my mind can take me there. And you're always a good sounding board stuff.
I'm listening.
So, right, I'm thinking like jockeys.
Okay.
In horse racing. So, jockeys and horse racing, and to a certain extent, Formula One racing, NASCAR racing, right? Where you talking about athletes and whatnot, right? Typically, there's a weight requirement for jockeys. Like, so to make sure that everybody is the same weights and
horses and all that
and whatnot like that, right? And then typically you want shorter race car drivers. So I'm thinking, would it be possible that to say, okay, if you are transgender and you want to play volleyball, that you capped? I don't want to call it like midget wrestling versus other wrestling, where a midget is capped at 4'4" or 4'2". I don't know. But let's say volleyball, you say the person that's trans has to be capped at, 5'4" and no more than 160 pounds. Would that change anything for you? It would not change. You would just say the testosterone that's inherent is enough to say no to that. Even though you got girls that's 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", dominating. I mean, because I think that's what it is. You are picking winners and losers, as my colleagues like to say. It's like you picking winners and losers. You're saying that, okay, you're already saying that a trans athlete has to be mediocre to bad in order to participate, right? Because that's the only somewhat possible way that I can see it happening. But like boxing, would you allow anybody to box that was born a male? Would you allow anybody to be a sprinter in track that was born male?
I think if they've never let women play basketball with men,
no, it ain't
to
because
this day,
because the woman couldn't make it. That's what I'm saying. The women
that's what I'm saying.
The women allowed to try out. They just.
But so it should be no issue for transgender. Then it should be the same way. Like, because if a man is
transgender should be able to play where?
They shouldn't be able to play with women.
They shouldn't be able to.
No, they shouldn't be able to play with women. They should only be able to play with women.
They shouldn't be able to try out.
No.
Okay.
I mean, transgender. You can't have every right of a human being because you're transgender. Okay, you get civil rights, but you can't have everything you can't do. Like,
I agree with you.
You can't do everything. I mean, you don't already messed up God's plan.
Especially if it's especially if it's your daughter.
You know what I'm saying?
It's your daughter, Teddy. And let's say your daughter is Clarissa Shields, right? And she going up against Floyd Mayweather,
Yeah, no.
who just came back and just decided, you know what, I want another title.
No.
I'm a woman now.
No.
Like, bruh.
No.
Hey, I'm a woman now.
Bruce Jenner.
I was about
You
to
go
say,
up against
the
Bruce
best-
Jenner. You go.
the best scenario, bruh. Bruce Jenner, who 1976 was the
With
world's
the
greatest
decathlon.
athlete.
Run
He was
everything.
on Wheaties, on a box
Everything.
of Wheaties. Now he what? Caitlyn?
Mm-hmm.
Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah.
Rolling around in skirts, but this dude's a world-class athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, bruh. Yeah, man. Like, I agree with you, Teddy. Like,
I mean,
you
that-
can't.
I like a lot of these-
everything ain't right.
Everything ain't right, bro. I mean,
Everything ain't
we
right.
could tolerate all this other stuff
Yeah.
because a lot of this stuff is, at home when you're here. But no, you can't get everything. You can't.
Yeah, bro. They need to. Hey, by being denied the right to play over there, they need to come up with their own damn leagues. Come up with your own
I
league.
just want to know how long the Dems gonna die on this hill.
Bruh. I hope.
They
Well,
let
that's-
straw man issues sideshow their whole party.
Mm-hmm.
When Dems used to focus on the working class.
Right.
Now it's everything else but the working class.
Yeah, you don't want to insult anybody. Everybody's a winner. You celebrate mediocrity. And it's like everybody get a trophy. Bro, I remember going to my nephew's T-ball game,
Mm-hmm.
back when he was like in elementary school. So, bro, I get there. You know what you do? When you get there, the game done started, right? What's the first thing you ask, Teddy?
What's the score?
What's the score?
score?
They're like, ain't no score. Like, what?
We
They're
can't
like,
have.
ain't no-
We're just playing
Hey,
for fun.
Like, ain't no score, but they in uniforms,
Right.
and you got everybody out there, and you got a referee.
Right.
It's like, no, everybody gets a chance. Everybody gets to go around the base, and then when they just change sides.
Well, I heard they say the Republican Party is for men with balls. The Democratic Party is for women with balls.
Mm.
Dude,
That sounds about right when you see Hillary.
right, but you know what? Unfortunately or fortunately, I think the Democratic Party should become a party of women, like just women, just straight women.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Like, we need multi parties. We need multiple parties. It just be like straight women, and like y'all just go, cause y'all just argue all the time, and y'all take it too far. Like y'all take this thing too far. It's like, all right, cool. Black Lives Matter. We with it. Next thing you know, defund the police. Huh? What? What? Defund the police? Well, y'all be going too far.
Black Lives Matter mission statement was to eradicate the nuclear family.
Man, bruh. It's like, I guess clickbait, and that's the thing that, this new generation, this current generation, they understand that more. It's like, it's certain things you just do for clicks. You do it for clout. That's what Offset and Cardi B said. They do anything for clout. And clout in and of itself is valuable to some folks.
Yeah.
So here's your boy Boosie, sitting here looking, very, very relieved right now after, taking that plea and having 3 years of supervised release. Now this stems back to the issue that he thought was gone back in California, in San Diego, where he was at either a party or a video shoot and said he had a gun on him that was on camera. And I remember they were trying to say that it was a prop gun, it was XYZ or whatever. So whatever happened from there to now, they changed course. But his lawyer's bad. I sent, if you swipe it, you'll see it. Oh, I didn't see that one. Yeah, but he had a dime piece. He had a dime piece. Counsel. That was rocking with him. So, check this out. R. Kelly and Chris Brown, man. So R. Kelly, you heard it. So R. Kelly got on the the song.
Oh, he did a Depends
Yeah,
remix?
that's why I want.
Oh, man.
I
I
want to
want to
play
hear
it.
that.
Yeah, they go ahead and play it, bro.
You recorded on the phone in
Yeah,
prison?
in jail. It's hey, R. Kelly's still out there.
This ain't a lie, I'm on this next for real. Big up some crazy, that's my best for real. Let me out this bitch with you for real. Put my fans first, they girls get secondary. This stuff is so much I put them on my commentary. I miss your hair, I miss the good for real. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I said I feel for real. Girl, I'm gonna do for real. When I get home, tell you what I said for real. I can't wait to get back in the club.
That's nice.
Hey,
That's nice.
Tails.
so is Chris gonna allow it to get cut? You know, so he can get a check. I was thinking about that
If he license
yesterday.
it.
Be nice for him to, you know, get a check, man. But Chris might be like, you know, because you know Tank did one, a bunch of people did, you know, they little versions. But you know, it'd be nice for Chris to sanction it. Because remember, was it LMA or whatever that caught up, or one of those records, big records, and then Jacquees did like a version on his own that was huge. Yeah, that's her right there. That's Boosie Lawyer. Yeah, that's yeah. I told you.
Lucy Willie.
That's why he ain't getting no jail time. She had the whole court like, whatever you say, man. Whatever. Whatever.
What you said? She came in with one of those
Yeah.
outfits like Pastor Jamal Bryant wife did. You got that? I sent you that, man. Probably if not this week, last week. If not, bro, I would love for you to do a quick search for Pastor Jamal Bryant's the first lady, man. She was up in a in one of those dresses that show like skin tone. Now when I first saw it, I thought it was like, whoa. I was like, I know that's not. Yeah, that's the dress right there. I was like, when I first saw it, bro, I'm like, hold on. We looking at a thong on the first lady. Those are thighs. Like, that's like, huh? But that's is an illusion
Of the thigh.
of the right.
Right.
Of that.
Right. It's just the nude material, they call it.
It's
called
new,
nude.
Right, it's the new material. So
nude.
so
Nude. They call it nude.
So the issue becomes, do you want your first lady to provide illusions of that? So you have some folks saying no, but Pastor Jamal Bryant says, I bought the dress and she wore it for me. But I'm just telling you like this. If I'm the pastor, first, man, right now you can't wear that dress for me. Like, I'm sorry. You can't represent me like that. I'm sorry. I don't care. That's just me. You had a right to do it. She got the right to do it. You know, I got the right to look. Right? And do you want everybody looking? It's like, people like, oh, why are they always, bothering me and whatever. It's like, because you dress like a $2, as the bishop said. As the bishop who was commenting, and I'm not going to call this man wife, what he called her, but it's like, hold on, bro. You can't be dressed like that with your things popped out and your butt cheeks flashing on.
With that dress.
Wasn't
nothing wrong with that dress.
Okay, okay. Was she cool? Right, the illusion.
Where were they going to? Where were they at?
Do you go to church?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want your first lady to wear that dress? Do you want your first lady to go to
as long as it ain't church.
Okay,
as long as it ain't church.
As
long as it ain't church.
Do you want
Yes, you can.
Do you want your first lady to come to the school play?
If she look like that, yeah.
Or whatever.
If she look like that. Now if she got too many rumples. If she got too many rumples, no.
All right.
But
okay.
If she's a goddess,
All right,
yeah.
so you can come in there. I can come in there with the illusion like I wear a t-shirt where it's just
you sound like you finna take it too far.
he goes. He goes with a t-shirt. With the illusion of
I got a T-shirt.
with six pack. With the 6-pack grease down.
No. I got the T-shirt. I got the T-shirt with the lady's face on it with glob on her face.
Look at that. See, I told you that ain't
No,
even
it's
fair.
the illusion. It's you looking at it and saying it's an illusion. It's the illusion.
It doesn't. I mean,
It's
it doesn't.
illusion.
Anything that
It's illusion, right?
anything that the pastor wife wear, if she fine, is gonna have the same effect.
Okay, but let
it's a-
people
it's a
be.
whole bunch
But let
of-
people be on that on their own, bro. Don't help them. Don't help them cross the finish line, bro. Like, don't help them cross the finish line, cause then it's like, and I remember when I first, my wife is very curvy.
Mm-hmm.
My wife is very curvy, and I remember, bro, when we first started dating, like, I think she used to just dress very conservatively to help me because people didn't care. Like we be in the mall, like we be walking in the mall, bro, and folks like I'm there, they're like, but they don't even see me, bro. They just holler. They just like, you know what I mean? And I think she was just like, yo, you know what? For his sake, because I'm for Pompano, so I'm always ready to go there. I'm always ready to go there. So I'm just like, hey, what's up? All that. And I think she was like, you know what? So I'm just saying, like, the woman has to know, like, what's going on too. Like, you sitting out there because men, by nature, we are dogs. We are dogs. So if the dude see that or whatever, like, you potentially setting her up for a sexual assault. You know what I mean? Like, okay, boom, while you with her, okay, people gonna be with her all the time. You think, but when she by herself, you know what I'm saying? I had a case, man. Now it brings me back. I had a case when I was a prosecutor, and the evidence in the case was it was a girl, and everybody was friends. The defendant was married, and the wife, the victim, buddy, they was all friends. It was like 4th of July. They was at her crib. Her parents had, gone out of town. Her dad was like a doctor in town, right? And it was like, oh, we got to go because we got to take the kids to like dance rehearsal or something like that. Said that they left. Buddy spun the block, came back to the crib, knocked on the door like, hey, what you here? Say, went in there and was like, I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm back for that. And then she's like, what's going on? Say, buddy's chasing her around the crib and whatnot, pinned her down. He was much bigger than she was or whatever. And he was just saying like, according to her, he was just saying like, pretty titty. Like he was like in a trance saying like, pretty titty. Like basically saying like, I knew like what they was gonna look like. I knew what they was gonna be. So when you talk about illusions and you start giving people the, like you putting that out there, whatever, it's like, oh man, Pastor Bryant, boy, he a little guy. Pastor Bryant, he a little guy. I know he ain't getting it the way you need it.
That's like that. The dude in South Beach, him and his girl came out, and he got knocked out.
And he got knocked out, and Buddy took her to the room. Buddy took her to the room to my.
That was
crazy. He can't hit it how I'm hitting it. And I know you gonna like it, cause once you get it in there, once you feel it, you go, because you find out. When you really get into these cases, rape is not about sex. It's about control. And it's about you looking and seeing like, how you can control the narrative, how you control this individual. So Cardi B, man, my favorite, bruh. She's going off on this Jessie Woo lady. Who is Jessie Woo? I don't know these influencers, bro.
She's the media person.
I don't know these influencers, man, or what they on. But why this lady want to go out there and basically talk about Stephon Diggs and her child are, had a revenge baby, like whatever that means, man. Like,
she had a baby.
Like, wow. I guess.
Offset.
Yeah, but it's crazy because the law, and it's the law in the state of Florida, that if you are a female and you get pregnant and you had a child with somebody else, guess who the dad is legally?
The husband.
The husband.
Mm-hmm.
The husband. Like, I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
That's the law. That's the law. That's the law in Florida, and apparently it's the law in Georgia where they live as well. Which is, when you married, because the public policy is to maintain marriages.
Mm-hmm.
So, bruh, to sit out there, that's always been the public policy. Just like if you ever get a divorce, and you go in there and you had a colloquy, one of the things you have to, attest to is that you are not pregnant. You have not been pregnant for at least 6 months, like, because that whole thing is real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's real, like, when it's taken there. So, having said that, y'all, how much time we got, buddy? 5 minutes. All right, cool. What is this? Diddy sentence. So
it could be cut. Yeah.
I mean, but I told y'all
he
that
got a program. He got that program.
I told y'all that from jump. Anytime you're under 36 months remaining in your sentence, you're already eligible for programs,
drug program,
on the part of the government. And when you finish those programs, it's step down, and they'll put that time, in the back on parole, probation, when you get out. So here's your boy AB. Man, this is the shooter that he's fighting right now. He's claiming stand your ground. So this is another look at it, and this one has more views. Where it looked like AB swing on the guy first. I think he definitely needs a mental health evaluation.
But he shot like a Spanish white guy, right?
He shot randomly, like he wasn't even aiming, because we come back and he go and get the gun and he fire off. He fires randomly. Like, didn't that look like he fired first? He shot first, to me. And then, you going against multiple folks. And then even the security, he kicked the security when the security is down. Yeah, see? Bam. He kicked security. They like,
now he go get the gun here.
They say when you go and you get the gun, and the dude is like, what you doing? It's like, man, bruh, some people gotta learn the hard way. But he has the right judge, though. He has the right judge, because most other judges, after he came back from Dubai, because he got arrested the whole nine, got out, and was, the case was pending, and then he cleared it, went to Dubai and missed some court dates. And when he came back, on the warrant and whatnot, surrendered, the judge, granted him a release. That's Judge Al Million. Judge Al Million, I've had him a lot of cases. He's definitely, a judge in the sense that will take certain things into
give you some
account.
leniency.
I won't even call it leniency, but like just saying like the jail is not necessarily the place,
right?
While you fighting because you presume innocent,
right?
You presume innocent while you fighting the case or whatever, and even sometimes you make mistakes, in the pretrial process,
right?
Some judges like, bam, you smoking weed while you out on bond, you come in or whatever, and boom, they snatch you, and now you being held no bond, on the case for weed or driving on suspended license,
right?
Because any arrest while you out on bond, I'm sitting there like, man, I can't do it. I can't do it.